If you don't know Selwyn, we kid him a lot because he's so enthusiastic. He'll go on like, that's fantastic. And Selwyn, it's a grain of rice.
Most of the time, I really don't understand what he's saying.
The most passionate man about anything. When Selwyn walks in a room.
People stop and, they're like, who is this guy?
So he's a regular guy, he's so enthusiastic, so passionate about the restaurant business.
He's personable. He's charismatic. He's excitable. He's got ADD.
He's involved with every single thing, that we do. His employees are so important to him.
He's all over the place. And I think that's what makes him perfect for this industry.
Welcome to Marmalade Cafes, restaurants known for mixing California comfort food with a cozy neighborhood vibe and thought of as much more than just a place to dine. These establishments are an integral part of the community, each a little different, but all have one thing in common.
He's Mr. Personality, and that's what makes Marmalade.
In an industry where high staff turnover is the norm, Selwyn has mastered the recipe for attracting and keeping employees, or as he would say, his partners.
People don't leave, and there's a reason why they don't leave. It's because they love the whole Marmalade brand. They love the meaning behind it, and they love the camaraderie, because you do create family members.
And that's, I think, to me, what you see throughout our whole company is this passion and this heart, and that is 100% top down from Selwyn.
The culture that so many thrive in has everything to do with Sel's personal touch.
Selwyn comes in every Sunday morning. He has a routine, and then sometimes he checks in after his walk. If our customers don't see him, they ask me what's wrong.
As a 23-year-old, he left his home in Cape Town, South Africa, because he didn't want to live in a country entangled amid political turmoil. He arrived in the U.S. with $600 in his pocket and no green card. A visit to Los Angeles hooked him on Southern California. Here he met two women who changed the course of his life. The first is his beautiful wife, Jane, and their marriage is still going strong 34 years later. The second is Elizabeth Burns. She introduced him to the restaurant business, hired him as an assistant controller at Bob Burns's restaurant, and became his mentor, confidant, and friend. In 1989, Sel partnered with Burns's daughter Bonnie and son Bobby to start Marmalade, a name picked out of a cookbook because it reminded them of family dinners and home cooking.
It's family-oriented company. He started off in the company and he took it in as if it was a home pit. So he treats everyone like family.
It's his passion. It's unfiltered, and it's the same with everybody. I mean, Marmalade is his baby. He founded it. He's the cultural leader of this concept, and just a tremendously important force in our success and our growth.
Today, their family includes 7 Marmalade cafes, 450 employees, and a full-service catering company. In all, they serve 1.8 million a year.
Well, Selwyn is very fond of saying that Marmalade is more relevant today than it was the day they opened it, and I do think that's true.
Driven by a long-standing, passionate sense of social responsibility, 20 years ago, the company began offering medical insurance and 401ks.
He's helped a lot of people at Marmalade, and he feels so great about that.
He's served on so many boards and charities and done so much philanthropic work. It's just amazing.
A member of the California Restaurant Association for 28 years, Selwyn is a seasoned vet who speaks from the heart, and he doesn't hesitate to battle on behalf of independent restaurants.
Recently was put on ice that dealt with what we call sort of restrictive scheduling, and Selwyn spent time in the Capitol building and had a big impact on the outcome, in part because of Selwyn's passion for representing and defending and promoting the industry.
He literally went door to door one time to try to defeat an initiative that potentially could have put us out of business.
One of Selwyn's favorite things to do is share his love of the industry with students at local high schools. Through a program called ProStart, he gives students an inside look at how restaurants run, talks to them about future careers, and has even hired a hostess to join his staff. The passion Selwyn shows for the business he loves is only amplified for the family he adores. His son Sean is a top manager of a consulting company in New York. But Selwyn says he learned the most from his youngest son, Andrew. The 27-year-old, handsome with a killer smile, has shaped the family for the better and taught them all to live in the
When
moment.
I met Andrew, Andrew said to me, "Do you know that my dad drives 1,000,000 miles a week?" And I said, "Really?" "Yep, he drives 1,000,000 miles a week. He's so proud of his dad. He's all excited." Then I knew Selwyn, met Selwyn, and realized that he really does drive 1,000,000 miles a week. The man is everywhere.
Andrew was born with ataxic cerebral palsy, a condition where the brain doesn't communicate with the muscles. He lives in a community for kids with special needs in Laguna, where he's thriving.
I love his son very much. He's a very big character, just like his father, and together they're just a dual force on campus.
In true Selwyn style, Selwyn has helped with everything from field trips to fundraising to planning menus.
Selwyn was a soccer coach for a special needs soccer team because he had a child that was on the soccer team. And to this day, he's still coaching. His kid's not on the team anymore, but he does it because he knows it makes a difference in people's lives.
It's amazing that busy restaurateurs like Selwyn can find the time to volunteer and to coach and to be part of the community. And that's another thing I really admire.
When I first met Selwyn, it was probably 25 years ago. We were having I had just joined the Restaurant Association, and it was the LA chapter, and we met at the 17th Street Bistro, Jack's joint. Jack's here tonight. And there was like 5 of us sitting at a 6-top. That was it. And I'm like, who's this guy? Where's he from? You know, he's got this voice.
So, you know, his accent is just amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I know all our managers, and they have one. I don't.
We have like Selwynisms that we all say.
Demetria, look at these pictures. Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Absolutely not is another one that he says a lot when you ask him something.
Hi guys, how are you? No, let me taste that.
Guys, what is this?
It's unbelievable. Joe, it's unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
This is garbage.
Lindsay, we cannot operate like this. That's my favorite one.
That's pretty much like
I simply don't have an impression of him.
like without that accent, it's not the same. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Warm, passionate, and infectious personality.
I think Selwyn is always speaking from the heart.
Every day he is involved, hands-on with all of us, and I just don't think you really see that. I just think it's really rare and special.
Everyone reacts well to just really honest, ethical, passionate people.
Just embodies what is good about the hospitality industry.
Like on a personal note, he's like a second dad. I mean, this guy's taking care of me, watched me grow up, watched me develop, basically paid me develop into what I've become. So I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell. I mean, that's who he is.
I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me, my family.
And we want you to know from your Marmalade family how much we adore and appreciate you.
We all love you, and we're so grateful to have you.
But anyway, Selwyn, I love you. We've been traveling buddies for 25 years. You're the man. You deserve it. Go, Selwyn.
So the one thing I love about Selwyn is he's always up for a glass of champagne with me. So to the man who is Elizabeth Burns, who is the Elizabeth Burns dinner, who exudes all of that Elizabeth Burns dinner represents, here's to you, Selwyn.
This year's Elizabeth Burns Lifetime Achievement Award recipient is Selwyn Yoslowitz of Marmalade Cafes.